Hi everybody. My name is Nosi Piwo. They call me Auntie Nosi, Mam Nosi, Sis Nosi, Nosi. That is who I am. I'm committed to using my voice to empower, to guide, and to support children and families. I'm very passionate about issues that are affecting our children. And lately, there is something that has been bothering me for a while, and it still bothers me. I'm sorry about my voice because I'm having a flu. I'm recovering from flu. So lately, there is something that has been bothering me a while. It is about the fact that our children thinks us as parents, we are judgmental. Be it we are Christians or Muslims, we are judgmental. We are judgmental kubo, ne? And it is worse in the last scenario that I've dealt with. Okay, let me start by saying I'm usually called in complicated issues that are affecting your children because I'm specializing, especially on issues that include gender-based violence, starting from rape of children up to the rape of adults, be it males and females. So one day I've been called, this is what triggered me to share this, so that I use this example without calling names to empower people, to empower parents. So I get a phone call. Of course, I get these phone calls because I specialized, and I'm told that there's a 16-year-old, and the 16-year-old doesn't want to talk to anybody, including me. And she has been a rape victim because the school has written to my office. Fine. Then I say, I'm coming in the next 15 to 20 minutes. I'll be there. I take my bags, I get into the car, and I rush to where the child was. She's a smart, small little girl. And I arrive there. They are sitting there, many children that are there. And trust me, I'm a cute aunt, and I'm very good with children. So there's an English word that is running, that is leaving me. But I associate well with children. I mingle well with children. I'm very good with children. So the first thing that I do, I knew that the robots are red. Madam Speaker doesn't want to talk to anybody, including me, and she's crying, and she says she doesn't want to be here. You know, she's a model. She speaks English. She doesn't want to be here. Okay, then I come, and I'm carrying my bags and my books, and I come, and I say, "Hey guys." I started to the social worker that called me, and I get just a little summary of the situation. Then I say, okay. Then I go to them where they are sitting. I say, "Hi guys," and I say, "I'm looking for so and so," and then it says, "It's me." I say, "Okay." I give her my bag. I say, "Carry my bag. Let's go to the office." I say in Xhosa, "Galun parties." Then I'm starting a conversation by saying Galun parties. I'm going to talk about 2 or 3 things that bothered me from my conversation with her, so that I help you empower your child or your children. And then we arrive into the office, and I introduce myself, and I ask her to introduce herself. She's still moody, but at least she's not crying. And I say, and I'm smiling, which also helps me, my smile, to be able to reach out to children. Then as ndingumile and smile and Thetha, I say to her, "Okay, ndiva kuthiwa ufuna uthetha nam. What is the problem?" And then she answers, "I want to tell you my problem, but it's because adults are judgmental." The first thing that she says was that us as parents, we are judgmental. Adults are judgmental. I took note of that. And then the second was, my parents go through divorce. And if I tell you this and you tell my mother, my parents will fight over this, because in that divorce, they are fighting about us. Every parent thinks the other one cannot take care of us, and this will complicate things. That's social issue number 2. And then the social issue number 3 was the real issue. The teenage girl has been raped. And now she's afraid to tell the mother because we are going to judge. Because we use our religion, Christianity, and we enforce it upon children instead of guiding them. Parents, it is normal for a child to start telling you that, Mama, I am interested in boys now. It gives you a chance indoba ukwazi ukumguida. Abantwana bethu needs to learn to be open with us without feeling that we are going to judge them. I am the parent who spent ubomi bakhe bonke enkonzweni esindisiwe and andiyifihli loo nto leyo. But I've learned I'm also a therapist and I'm also an activist for children's issues, as I mentioned myself. I noticed that we have a tendency of enforcing our religion to our children. Therefore, abantwana bethu abakwazi ukufikelela kuthi because thina as parents judgmental. I'm making this video to encourage parent-child relations. I'm making this video so that I don't go through an issue where I have to keep a secret with your child, that your child doesn't want me to tell you that she has been raped. Because Lomdana was a virgin. Her being a virgin, she sneaked with friends and she left home. After sneaking with friends and she left home, first of all, a mistake happened there. She sneaked. So she's afraid already because she has done wrong. We need to have an open communication with our children to an extent that they can say, Mama, uxolo, I've messed up. Now I sneaked out of the house. Because there are so many problems out there. Zininzi izinto ezibiza abantwana bethu. They have to choose from drugs. They have to choose from alcohol. They have to choose from pedophiles and e-predators out to rape abantwana bethu. They have to choose kukho sugar daddy abafuna ukubathengela impahla okanye where we lack thina as parents bakhavarishe uba luthando babanike because thina we are too busy to love them. There is gangsterism ebabizayo phandle. We need to be able to reach out to our children so that basi trust. Talk to them so that basi understand and nathi siba understandise. Sukumjaja umntana wakho oyikwekwe ona 13 years othi ndine erection mama ndithini ithomolo yam ithomolo it's their genital area ithomolo yam yama cacisa that this is nature because we have a high rate of teenage pregnancy. Sometimes yenzeke sisezicaweni nabantwana bethu because we are too holy to guide our children kwezi zinto. It is normal for ithomolo yalamntana intoba ime because it is nature intoba ime. Then when avula tata that opportunity and use it as a chance to guide them. If it's difficult for you. Another thing, as someone who's passionate about children's issues, who love children, who empower children, I've noticed that when children are closer to me, I'm a little bit overprotective and sometimes struggle to be open with them in answering these things. Mayiphele bo mama mxelele inyaniso ukuba respect i-choices zabo. Ndizawubuyela kwesi story salo mntana, but I heard a story of parents where zalwa nabantu abaninzi because umntana wazo oyinkwenkwe ufuna ukudressa as a woman. Guys, myeke choice yakhe, myeke laa mntana be nguye. Sorry, my phone rang. So a little boy, he wanted to dress like a woman. It happens a lot in white cultures and as a noba because tina we are always labeled as harsh parents ezicontrolayo ezingabavumeli abantwana bethu into yokuba to be who they want to be, which counts against us sometimes. Let umntana be and enzi choices zakhe. It has nothing to do with you. Niyandiva parents, ukuba ngaba umntana wakho uye wabethwa i-teenage pregnancy pregnant, ayinonto kwenza ne-parenting yakho. It doesn't mean you are a bad parent. I know that sometimes we take it as it's a reflection on us. It's a mistake. Let us allow abantwana bethu to make mistakes because kune-suicide ezenzekayo because abantwana bethu has nobody to talk to. I always blame the fact that my brother didn't have someone to talk to from a young age and never even trusted us when he was in trouble. That is why he committed suicide. Let us not be judgmental parents. Let us teach our children into basitrust thina kuqala apha emakhayeni ethu before bayotrust abantu baphandle. Let them be. Do not decide for them. Guide them and trust amazwi akho. I notice ukuthi abantwana bayayazi into ebithethwe kowabo, bayayikhumbula imfundiso obuyinikile as umzali, but do that without controlling them. Makungathi umntana awuthi, mama, I think I'm gay, uthi uphambene uthathe induku umbethe. Guide her, mbonise advantages and disadvantages, umbonise yonke into, okanye uyofuna i-information, okanye ufune umntu who can talk to your child. Okay, ndibuyele ke ku-baby girl lo uthi uye wareyitshwa, uye wasnika, then they go out as friends. You know, i-peer pressure, enye into affect abantwana bethu i-peer pressure. So what happened was that bahamba ke baby girl. But baby girl, when she was drunk, she was drinking for the first time, she was pub drunk. But being pub drunk, baby girl, someone took advantage of her, rape her. And kangayiqaphele because she was pub drunk. I don't know umntu pub drunk ubanjani because I've never ever tasted alcohol. So I don't know, but I assume that kwaba mnyama akakhumbula nto, or maybe this guy, since wayefuna ukumrape, wagalela into edrinkini yakhe, because sometimes i-drinks zabantwana bethu it has been spiked, bagalele i-drug phaya imlalise kanti ufuna ukumrape. Now baby girl uthukile nekuseni wakhawuleza wagoduka, umama wakhe kube beqala uyenza uvuyele nje umbona umntana wakhe engena endlini, but akabuza imibuzo emininzi, wathi thank God you are alive, ungenile, still akakho judgmental ngokukumbona kwam. Now the issue was this thing bothered her because uthe awujonge epeyintini yakhe wafika inegazi, keziphatha wafika semen phaa kuye kumanzi. Then that's when she realized that someone stole something very important to her, which is her virginity. Okay, me and daddy and baby girl managed to reach a consensus, and she started therapy with me, and she was doing well. But I thought, let me share this story first and start to you parents of divorce. Parents ezidivosileyo sanukufaka abantwana kwi-adult issues because you will regret. Sanukulwa ngabantwana, bebengekho abantwana ngokuya benidibana, sebekhona ngoku. Yilwani your battles, but separate them from abantwana benu. Once we use abantwana, also it happens to us who got pregnant out of wedlock. Uthi athi awuya kwenye parent ithethe kakubi ngenye, athi awuya kwenye ithethe kakubi ngenye, laa mntana iyamdipressa laa nto leya, because akekho umntana ofuna ii-parents zakhe zohlukaniswe. Ndithi seyetshate nomnye umntu, thetha kakuhle ngespawusi sendoda yakho, thetha kakuhle ngespawusi se-former girlfriend yakho okanye se-former wife yakho, because awufuni abantwana bayuzwe as ii-weapons okanye ba-involve kwi-adult issues. Now lo mntana, one deal andicelileyo uba ndibe nayo, what I will be open with you, I will tell you everything, but promise me that akuzoyithetha kumama le nto because izawuzala into ezininzi. Because I wanted her to be open to me, I said, okay, I promise. Into e-important kum into yoba ufumane uncedo, into yoba ndikukhuphe kule situation ukuyo, into yoba ndiku-empowerishe udilishane nayo. But towards the end of our session, I said, when you are stronger, promise me. I promise to keep your secret, but when you are stronger, when you are empowered, and when you feel like you are comfortable, please approach your mom and tell her that this has happened to you. I don't know if she did, but we are doing well. We did very well in terms of therapy. She's a very beautiful young woman, and she's going to university now. A very, very beautiful, I'm so impressed with her. And by from the day she was raped up until now. But I didn't tell the parent. And I felt bad that I could not involve a parent, but that child told me straight that that will be a deal breaker. And as a therapist, confidentiality is important. You only break confidentiality off if it's going to harm the child. So I couldn't break it because it was not going to harm the child if I don't break it, as long as this child commits to sessions. Osisika is a lady, and she talks very nice and very soft, and she feels like she doesn't want attention to go to her because abantu bamjonga as if they know that she has been raped. No, I love kids. Now, let's continue. Parents of divorce, do you see again what happens? Even abantwana benu sebehlelwa into, they can't call both of you because communicate. Instead nilwa ngabo, instead nithukana ngabo, instead wena uthuka umfazi katatakhe okanye uthuka inkosikazi okanye uthuka umyeni kamamakhe. Abantwana xa befikisa, they know that, and they can use you against each other. Athi xa efuna uya emakhwenkweni athi bendikutata, athi xa efuna uya emakhwenkweni athi bendikumama, okanye axabanise xa efuna his way, afike athi mama uyamazi utata uthi ngawe, kanye tata uyamazi umama uthi bayaxabanisa because they want to get their way. Do not involve children in adult issues, bazali. Iyahlupha loo nto and irongo. Bantwana bethu mabakhule in a healthy environment. I will continue with these sessions because they are my passion, and I've seen a lot of wrongs that are happening because we are like this. Abantwana bethu are even afraid to tell you that ndimbonile biological parent wam because boyika stepdad uba uzawureacta, because thina we are unhealthy, we are toxic, we are bitter. Let our children be. Now, a third issue now was the rape. I said zininzi izinto abantwana bethu abadilishana nazo. So we need into basisondele kubo bazokwazi ukustrusta, and they should know that we are not going to charge them. I'm saying this so that we have these conversations in our homes nabantwana bethu. Go to your baby girl, ask her if she's doing okay. Go to your baby boy, ask her, are you okay? I sometimes encourage you into ube playful like me. Now when I want them to talk to me, I can notice what they like to do. If uthanda uphakamisa imilenze ebhedini ayithi, ndizawunqenqa apha ecani kwakhe ndiyithi nam siyithe edongeni imilenze, and say, how is life? I have not been I've tried my best. I have not been successful to all the children, but some of my techniques work because we need ukusondela ebantwaneni bethu, kuninzi okubehlelayo. And once bangene bayive isex, bayi-enjoye, bakuthatha as an enemy, guide them, talk about it. Sukubenza babe ne-interest. Yazi kwelinye ikhaya abantwana babona into yoba kukho iisidi zepornography zimane zifihlwa, mane bezitika ngazo bezibuka because akuthethwa ngale nto apha ekhaya. Thetha nabantwana bakho, be open. Sukuthi xa uthi mama yintoni masturbation uthi no, explain. And if you are afraid, khangela mna ndizamxelela uba yintoni masturbation in a language that she understands. I will continue with these sessions, but I just wanted to tell you guys this. Sanukulwa ngabantwana benu, sanujudge abantwana benu, trust abantwana benu, communicate nabantwana benu, and remember, it is worse when they are teenagers. Stages of development. Xa bezi-teenagers, bakwesa stages entoba it's identity versus confusion. They are trying to gain their identity. They are trying ukuthi sizi-adults, but they are still confused because they are children. They are not adults yet, and masingathathi ukholo lwethu silu-enforce ebantwaneni bethu. Masibanike zonke ii-options. Nathi zange sisuke sikholwe savizwi, lazizwi lasitshintsha lasisa kuNkulunkulu. Give them that chance. Give them all the options. But uthi mntana mandizokudicayidela kukuwe, it's all up to you. Mna I will still love you. Xa ndithetha loo nto leyo andithi uzawuvula zibhuqe, mos mna ndithetha ngabantwana, ndithetha ngokugayida abantwana. Umntana ke mna ndithetha ngaye, it's 0 to 17 years according to the Constitution. So icimafana uba uzawungammameli umzali from 0 to 17 years old, then kube kukhona ufuna akuqeqeshe xa una-24. I do have these sessions also with children to guide them on having good parent-child relations. But le isebinditya namhlanje, it was an issue triggered by my little girl owayethunyelwe kum kwi-session. I'm very glad to announce that saphuma sesinikani high five. Saphuma kwi-next session. She was looking forward to the next session and the next session and the next session. And she was doing well as I was empowering her to be a strong, courageous woman. To not let the past affect her future. To not let that rapist break her spirit. To know that that mistake will not shape her life, because deep down in her, there's a woman of strength who will blossom. And I encouraged her towards the end of our session to leave the high school baggage in high school and be ready to be a university student, because she was going to turn 17 as a matric girl. To leave all the baggage yase-high school, ayithathe ayifake kwibhegi emnyama. Ukubona laa bhegi imnyama silahla kuyo udoti, ayixwaye ayishiye high school and start afresh as a new girl who will face adulthood as a university. I hope that you learn from this. You ask me questions and you encourage me to come up with all other topics, because I'm into family restoration. So I share some of the things that I share are the experiences of the things that I go through, and I use my voice to empower so that people can learn, so that families can be at peace. Akekho umntu ufuna ovuyela uba umntana wakhe abe kwi-drugs. Akekho umzali ovuyela umntana wakhe ukuba makabe linqila. Akekho umzali ovuyela umntana wakhe ukuba makabe yi-prostitute. Akekho umzali ovuyela umntana wakhe into yokuba makahamba ayokuhlalisana okanye abe yi-teenage parent. Ngawo ke loo mazwi, I love you all parents. Take care of yourselves, take care of your children. Bye.